But my plan is, oh, and then the second channel that I watch is one called Happy Hours, and I really enjoy that one as well. I'm gonna have to footnote later on this video the gentleman's name on both of those channels. I'm not great with names, but I do remember and have both. I'm subscribed to both of those channels and watch them very, very often. So thank you, gentlemen, for the work that you put into keeping those channels up, and all the information and experience and knowledge that you've shared with the rest of us. So I'm just wiping up this funnel. By the way, I got a set of these funnels in colors so that I can keep straight what they were used for. Green is my transmission fluid. I have a blue one for water. I have a red one for fuel, and a yellow one for oil. And I do that so that I can just give these things a wipe out and not have to really worry about, am I mixing transmission fluid with fuel, or am I putting oil into my transmission fluid, or you know, any of those silly self induced, you know, unforced errors, you know, as we call them. Okay, so I am done adding the fluid. I am going to now put this as a dipstick into the fluid. You just let it, as I said, you let it sit without threading, and then pull it out and give it a read, and we're good. There's still a little drip runoff from stuff going down the sides. I can give that another read later, but for right now we are good. I know I don't need to add more, and I am going to put this, you can't see what I'm doing, I'm just threading that back on, and it's that brown item there. You can see it's tight, the cap's on, and this job is done. What I'm going to do next is pour my contents of my excavator. These bottles are all waste now. I'll bring them back to the auto parts store and put them in the special recycling bin. And this here is a gallon container for my last oil change. I'm just gonna pick all this up and bring this to my other drip sheet in the cabin, and I'm just going to transfer this, put my tools here in the clean corner. This is garbage, and I am going to hang on to this rag and dump some of these bits of plastic, and I'm going to take this rag back, and I'm coming back up here with this drip sheet, place it there, and I'm going to put my, oh my goodness, Polly, here we go. I needed that because I'm pouring the waste. Some of you were probably yelling that when you were watching the video. You're like, why are you cleaning that, Paul? You're about to get it dirty again. And you see those little bits of, I hate that. That's from the oil container. I don't like that they do that, but they do. So I'm putting that in there. You got the visible line here on the outside that I can actually see this fluid fill up the container. The interesting thing is, or the point, as I'm about to touch on, is that I don't really have to watch, because this is just about a tiny bit over a gallon, and the gallon mark is right here at the top of the stripe, and there's all this neck room here, so there's no way we overflow this. So, famous last words. I'm just going to reverse my hand here and start pouring. And you know, it's important when you're doing this and you're pouring waste to be careful to keep the pace going. You want to pour on a somewhat constant rate, but you don't want to overwhelm your funnel. If you overwhelm your funnel, you're going to be doing a lot of cleanup of dirty oil or dirty transmission fluid. So you just want to watch it. You need to keep watching what you're doing as you're pouring. And I kind of like to do it in one continuous job here, getting into position and then emptying it straight away. The ideal scenario is to get your pour rate almost exactly equal to the evacuation rate, but that's not always possible. I'm just about there at this point. I got to do like a full turnover here. It's really windy here today on the boat. Boat's kind of rocking around on me, which is why the funnel is not cooperating here. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna get the last dregs out. I think that was actually the proper use of the word dregs.